Main event Uso, the Jey Uso story. And welcome back to my channel. Again, this is Mikeratto and we're going to discuss now for today, we're going to discuss one of Roman Reigns' well ally and former enemy Jey Uso, which we're going to discuss his 2020 run, and also before that we're going to discuss his tag team run. Well, I think they debuted in 2010 as part of the Raw brand, which they were a tag team. Him and Jimmy Uso, which known as the Usos, the tag team, lasted longer than you could ever imagine until before Jimmy was injured. They were still a tag team and they're doing tag team stuff on live television. And while they won a lot of tag team titles, they had tag team success. And they gathered this success in 2014, I think, when they won their first tag team titles, which they had run with the titles. For them, they are on the tag team division, and during this time, Miz and Mizdow, tag teams such as Goldust and Cody Rhodes, or Goldust and Stardust. You have the New Age Outlaws. You have the Ryebacks at that time. You have the Miz and Mizdow and sort of tag teams by then, which there's a lot of the tag teams before are different from the tag teams now, and unlike before, they only had one tag team titles, which was defended on Raw and SmackDown. Not like now, they have Raw and SmackDown tag team championships. And during the time while they were winning tag team championships, that's what they did for the time being. They were on the tag team division, they were fighting for the titles. If they are not, they're challenging for the titles. And later on, they teamed up with the babyface Roman Reigns to actually help him in his feuds with the OC. They helped Roman Reigns a lot in that rivalry. They were known as the Bloodline, which they were accompanying Roman Reigns. If they're not accompanying Roman Reigns, they are in the tag team division, fighting the tag teams as I told you. There are also the tag teams such as the Wyatt family. Later on, they have this Breezango and a lot of more like Golden Truth. More and more tag teams was born, and they were there. Also, they had this memorable feud with the New Day, which they had this series of matches, Hell in a Cell matches, no disqualification matches, normal matches, which the two contested. And they actually, from the face painting persona that they have in 2014, they had this gimmick change in 2017 or 2016 when they turned heel and they dropped the colorful attires. They use only black or white type of attire, which they acted differently. They had this new gimmick, new theme song. Instead of singing and dancing while in their intro, they had their own music in which they changed their demeanor, their movements, and everything towards their persona. So they had this ultimate change in 2017 or 2016, which was during also in the SmackDown live time, which everyone gets an opportunity. And for their opportunity, they shined in the tag team division. They are battling a lot of tag teams during that time, they also feuded with Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. They had feud with the American Alpha, the Wyatt family yet again, and a lot of series of tag teams as I told you. Later on, they were also involved in a feud with Sheamus and Cesaro and a lot of guys in the main roster. And for them, they were known as a lot of guys who were actually in the tag team division. They had multiple tag team reigns just like in the New Day and Sheamus and Cesaro. The three tag teams are actually exchanging title reigns. And if you're asking me, Well, they're actually one of the teams who mostly dominated this time, well, except for the New Day when they had this long title reign. While after the tag teams titles was introduced, while they changed title reigns, they had a lot of sportsmanship in matches and left and rights towards this tag team division, which was great and all. And while they were contested, as I told you, in Hell in a Cell, which was a memorable match. And yeah, well, they had a lot of chemistry. Well, as I told you, they had a lot of tag team championships. Well, they're also the ones who dethroned Miz and Shane McMahon because, well, they are feuding for WrestleMania. Miz and Shane McMahon, they are the ones who was holding the titles. They were defeated by the Hardys. And, well, after that, well, they had a lot of things going on. And while in 2020, they had a pursuit with the titles, which they changed up their look yet again, sporting now a shorter hairstyle, which will, as you may see, their hairstyle right now. And then, well, after their pursuits, when Jimmy Uso was, well, injured by that time, and while he was out of television, while Jey Uso had a new rivalry, which, well, yeah, it was later on he was put on a Universal Championship match against his cousin Roman Reigns, who just turned heel in that time, which was actually one of his memorable rivalries by then. Well, except for his tag team feuds with the New Day with Jimmy Uso. Well, this rivalry, well, during that time, Roman Reigns was the heel. While he returned as a heel, he promised to wreck everyone. He won the Universal Championship by actually winning the match when he entered in almost the last few minutes to defeat The Fiend and Braun Strowman in that match. Jey Uso won a number one contendership match, which was actually shocking when they actually feuded the two, while they brought the excellent matches out of each other. While when Roman Reigns was actually feuding with Jey, while Jimmy was also involved, they also had this beautiful matches left and right, while they had this series of emotions, which emotions are actually used for their matches. It's not just the beautiful matches, but the relationship was actually put into this rivalry, and then the emotions, and then Roman Reigns' obsession with him being the tribal chief and him being the head of the table, and so on and so forth. Which, well, it was actually Mark in that feud, and well, this was put into the climax that if, well, Jey loses in a match, he will join Roman Reigns in his tribal chief head of the table persona, which, well, Jey Uso turned heel. And well, we saw what we see today. While Jey Uso now accompanying Roman Reigns, while him helping Roman Reigns in a lot of matches, him helping Roman Reigns during his feud with Kevin Owens, costing Owens the match, having a small feud with Daniel Bryan, fighting Daniel Bryan, defeating Daniel Bryan, so on and so forth, which are actually memorable in these last few months. Him now being gold the main event Uso, so on and so forth, which, well, yeah. And then while in that time, while he is actually being inserted in the main event scene, as I told you, because of these rivalries, while he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which he defeated a lot of superstars and also last eliminating Nakamura. And also while Jey Uso cost Nakamura and with Roman Reigns, Nakamura's title shot during the gauntlet match, which actually in that match, Nakamura turned face. And well, Jey Uso was also involved in the main event of WrestleMania because he was accompanying Roman Reigns, and in that match, well, let's just say that he interfered and helped Roman Reigns retain his title at WrestleMania by both pinning Edge and Daniel Bryan. And that's it for today. I hope you all like this video. Comment down below, share, and again, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and again, this is Mikeratto, and peace. Take care, everyone. Peace.